Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board expected to be back at the scene this morning of a plane crash in South Georgia. Meanwhile, the pilot of that plane upgraded to stable condition this morning in the hospital. That pilot has been identified as 71-year-old Larry Boyven of Bell, Florida. A passenger of that plane, identified as 31-year-old Jared Schilling, was killed. Investigators are now tasked with trying to figure out what happened. It was a 1941 Luscombe 8A, similar to what you see here.
It looked pretty big because it was that low.
5-year-old Curtis Peak describes seeing that airplane and describes what he heard.
It was going, didn't sound right.
At this time, we have an indication there was some kind of mechanical difficulty.
Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board are now trying to figure out why that plane with 2 people on board crashed. We've learned that plane took off early Saturday afternoon from the Thomasville Airport en route back home to Bell, Florida. That's just outside of Gainesville. But just before 3 o'clock Saturday, something went wrong. That plane eventually crashing out of sight just beyond those trees here in this hayfield in Brooks County.
From the initial information we got, he was trying to make it to this field, but apparently something happened, and we still need to get a little bit more into it to find out exactly what took place.
Jose Obregon with the NTSB says it could be another couple of months, if not longer, before they can pinpoint exactly what happened, a task that will be made a little harder because of the plane's age and the fact there was no flight data recorder on board. Now, investigators say there was no communication between the plane and area airports. The crash took place just a few short miles from the Brooks-Colquitt County Airport, but it's not clear yet if perhaps that's where the pilot was trying to land.